Welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we're watching and reacting to LAFC versus St. Louis City SC, MLS 2025 Week 10 Domingo Futbolero. LAFC playing St. Louis City SC. LAFC hosting St. Louis City SC. And here we are. St. Louis Sunday ends here. The weekend, this busy weekend of 2 hockey games, a hockey game per day and a football match per day, 2 lives, 2 reviews, ends here. Even though next week is just as crazy, let's be real. It's going to be just as crazy, let's be real. With that being said, LAFC contra St. Louis City SC, la MLS, Jornada 10, Domingo Futbolero. We are ready to go. We are here. We are ready. We got a game to cover. Starting 11s are as follows. For LAFC, in goal, Hugo Lloris. The back four, Sergei Palencia, Marlon, Aaron Long, Ryan Hollingshead. The midfield three of Marky Delgado, Igor Jesus, Timothy Tillman. And the front three of David Martinez, Olivier Giroux, and Denny Bouanga. For St. Louis City SC, we have Ben Lunt. The back four of Kyle Hebert, Timo Baumgartel, Josh Yarrow, Giannis Horn. The midfield three of Alfredo Morales, Conrad Valem, Thomas Ostrak. Front three, Marcel Hartel, João Klaus, and Cedric Teukert. That's what we got there. And we are ready to go. Game's going. There we go. 2 hours of this. We review it and we go. Miami versus Dallas is 4-3. Doesn't seem like they put on any of the big guys, though. So that's the good news for Miami. No Messi. Oh, they didn't even send them. They did send Busquets, though. All right. So let's see how this goes. Domingo Futbolero. Let's see how this goes. St. Louis Sunday. The second game is St. Louis Sunday. Toronto Saturday didn't go well. St. Louis Sunday has started pretty damn well overall, of course. Let's see how this game goes. Teams are walking in. Here we go. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. So here we go. St. Louis LAFC. Here we go. Starting 11s for LAFC. Lloris in goal. The back four of Hollingshead, Long, Marlon, Sergei Palencia, Delgado, Jesus, Tillman. Bouanga, Girault, Martinez up top. Zero early for the Habs versus Caps, yeah. Ante Razov's the acting head coach for LAFC. Oh, right. Yeah, Ben Lunt in goal for St. Louis City. Oh, yeah. Cherundolo got sent off last week. Yeah, Horn, Baumgartel, Yaro for City at the back. Valum, Morales, Ustrak, Hebert. Hartel, Teukert, and Klaus up top. There we go. But yeah, Cherundolo got sent off last week. Yeah, he did. Against Portland. Yep. Players to watch. Olivier Giroud, he finally scored an MLS play last week. The free kick against Portland. Player to watch for St. Louis. Is Baumgartel. Third straight start on the bench for the first 7 matches for him. But he's got 3 straight starts. Teams have walked out. St. Louis wearing their white. LAFC wearing their black jerseys. Yeah, I don't see how that wasn't. Okay. Game is starting any minute now. Great save from Dobesh. Well, good for him. But we shall see how this goes. Game will start soon. Once the ad break is over. Oof. LAFC beat St. Louis 1-0 last time they met in LA, which that was October 2nd. So, yeah, it was the last time they met. So we will see if St. Louis can get one back here or not. But we'll see where this game goes. Thoughts on Liverpool winning the league. I'm happy for them. They deserve it. They were the best team in the league. I'm happy for Liverpool. I mean, I like them. I'm good with it. Good. The play-in's been around for 5 years now. A way for Mexico to make more money and let possibly less deserving teams into the Liga, but mostly to make more money. Mostly to make more money. At least it's not 5 to 12 anymore. That was crazy. It's just the NBA style. But mostly they just make more money. Jair Marufo's the referee tonight. Oh, Lord, here we go. It's about to. Daniel Radford's the center ref. MLS always does this. It's not the top of the hour. It always is this way. Normally it's 6:08, or 08, but I guess 10 this time. I don't know. But they're starting right now. Yeah, but this is North America. That doesn't. Oh, well, they still do. But then there's a playoff. And we're off. 0-0. Settle Martinez plays on. Marky Delgado loses the ball to Toykert. Toykert lose it to Igor Jesus. Here we go. So that's going to be one of those days. I agree with that, Daniel. Liverpool do deserve to win the title. I mean, the funny thing about the European-style leagues is the team who wins the title normally deserves to win the title. 44 seconds given away by Palencia to Tillman. St. Louis picks it up. Nope, Martinez has it. Yep, it's going to be one of those days. It's going to be one of these games. Very, very sloppy on both ends. Here comes LAFC. Plays through Girault. Drops it back, and Martinez loses it. And there was a big collision at the center of the box, but that's all LAFC fault. No foul there. Yep, this is going to be one of those games. Yeah, it's going to be one of those. Lord. Refs have been so bad throughout these playoffs. Yeah, the NHL refs have been horrible this playoffs. I agree. I'd say the best they've been was the St. Louis game, which is weird. That's out for a throw. St. Louis only has a 15.8% win probability today, which that makes sense. That makes sense. Going into the match, 2 minutes in. 0-0. Playing forward, Palencia making a run. Taken away by St. Louis. That goes out and stays in, actually, for LAFC to take it. Delgado brings it down. Bouanga save. Good foot in to make sure it gets to Ben Lunt. Interesting. Good foot in by St. Louis to make sure it gets into Ben Lunt. I thought Bouanga had that one. I won't even lie. I thought he had that. Kyle Hebert, good defensive play. God, this is ugly. Four minutes. And St. Louis hasn't got out of their defensive end. Barely, at least. If the ball's gone over the midfield line, it's because LAFC passed it back there. 4 minutes in. Not too good. Good step in, but still LAFC with a ball. Plays forward. Tillman. Lost. Played to Volum instead of Girault. Lunt to clear. Out for a throw-in. High angle off the throw. Tillman. Martinez. Plays forward for Igor Jesus. Palencia. Martinez. Aaron Long. LAFC being pushed back a little bit here. Good run. And just whiffs on it. No foul. Igor Jesus picks it up. Igor Jesus right to Ben Lunt. Save. 5 minutes in. Still 0-0. Settle, but my God, this doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Red Bulls beat Montreal. Good. Oh. Okay. Playing forward. Playing forward. Out for a throw. Interesting. Playing forward, Klaus. And he gets pushed over. That's a free kick for St. Louis. So, possible. Okay. Jean De Silva on the bench for City. Just got traded there. How's the game going? St. Louis has been pinned back for most of it, but they finally got out, and they have a free kick that was short. Toykert, not smart. Cross in, cleared. Not good enough. Got 3K on the cap, says the boss. Well, we'll see. Don't know if that's exactly too smart, but playing forward. 9 points for St. Louis in the West this year. 13th. Playing forward. Can't believe St. Louis Blues picked up. Hey, they got to win. They deserve to. Huh. Playing forward. Playing forward. St. Louis making a run, but that's wide. Header. Nope. Caught by Larice first. Yeah, the Leafs suck. We know. Why is Galaxy, the champs of last season, suck so much this season? Ricky Pooge blow out his knee. They traded their best striker. They traded their good midfielder, defending midfielder. They suck because they suck. And Vanny's not even that good anyway, but, you know. I've told you for a good couple of years, even if Vanny's winning, guess what? He wins if a team's good enough to carry him to a trophy. He's not a good coach. The only reason the grass looks greener on the other side is because Toronto sucks so bad that even that you trust Vanny to paper over the cracks somewhat compared to what's been going on. So do that what you will. But Galaxy suck because Vanny's not that good of a manager. Ricky Pooge is hurt. Paintsel started the season hurt. Gabriel Peck started hurt. Saved by Lunt. Marco Royce is cooked. No Joveljic. No Brugman. So many injuries. So basically, everything that has gone wrong did go wrong. Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. Foul, free kick for St. Louis. I know, that's what I said. But again, Ricky Pooge is like Seba. Like, you want to compare Ricky Pooge to somebody? He's like Seba 2.0. Like, Seba Javinko was to Toronto what Ricky Pooge is to LA Galaxy. If Vanny didn't have Seba, he wouldn't have done half the shit that he did at Toronto. Ricky Pooge finally got a useful team around him, and guess what? They won the MLS Cup. They only won one other playoff game before 2024 with Vanny. Yes, Ricky Pooge was on the squad for that one, but yeah, Miami's not going through Vancouver. I think Vancouver's going to do just fine on Wednesday. Yeah. I know Miami rotated. That's the good news. They totally rotated. That's the good news for Miami. Messi's going to be fresh. All the old boys are going to be fresh for the Wednesday match. And we'll do a double on Wednesday. So at 6 o'clock Central, the Toronto-Montreal Can-Champ match starts. We'll be live for that. But when the Miami game starts, we'll start talking about that as well. If Miami comes back, my review will be a double review for the Can Champ Toronto-Montreal game and the Champions Cup Miami-Vancouver game. If Miami does not come back, my review that night will be just for the Toronto game. Simple as. Yeah. Playing forward. Lost the ball. So that's just what Wednesday is going to look like. I'm excited. I'm not going to any because reasons. But I'm excited to watch it and cover it. I think it should be interesting. It's worth a watch. It might be a total joke. It might not, but we'll find out. 13 minutes. Nil, 0-0. Playing forward. Fourteenth minute. 0-0. 0-0. 14 minutes. LAFC is definitely the better team, though. I'll say that right now. St. Louis has been really pinned back for most of the match. They've had a couple of forward plays, but it's gotten better. But LAFC looks like the better team, but it's a very sloppy game. Joe Klaus! Joe Klaus! Blocked shot. It's going to be goal kick for offside. Doesn't matter. I don't know. He was onside when the ball was kicked, but doesn't matter. Got blocked anyway. I don't like the call, but it didn't matter anyway. What happened in Leagues Cup for LA Galaxy? They're probably getting dominated. Over the top. Save. Now it's closer to offside than the other, but goal kick for Hugo Lloris. Marlon plays it around. Igor Jesus. Hartel trying to press. Doesn't get there. Brought down. Conrad Wallum loses the ball. LAFC, Palencia. Back on it. How we doing? $16 minutes. Palencia. Tillman. Oh, that was a bad pass. That's out for a throw-in. St. Louis. $17 minutes. Plays forward, lost the ball. Igor Jesus to Marky Delgado, plays it back to Marlon. Well, speaking of, the Galaxy lost Marky Delgado too, which it's absolutely crazy that they traded him to LAFC. Which technically you could argue he's back to his boyhood club because LA Galaxy used to be Chivas USA, or LAFC used to be Chivas USA. My bad. Goes down in the box. No foul. Okay. My bad. LAFC used to be Chivas USA, and Marky Delgado used to play for Chivas USA before he went to Toronto. And then he went to the Galaxy, and then back to LAFC. I mean, to LAFC. Format got changed to Leagues Cup. Yeah. I think single table per league and the top 8 per league go to the quarterfinals. Or wait, top 4 per league? Yeah, top 4 per league. My bad. Yeah, I think it's just the quarterfinals. How we doing, Nestor? Interesting. Playing forward, 18th minute. But it's not the same format of Leagues Cup that it has been for the past 2 years. 18 teams per league, top 4 per league. Move on to the quarterfinals. MLS versus Liga MX quarterfinals. So it'll be a league versus league quarterfinal, and then from there we go. I guess there's a third place match just like before. Finalists go to the Champions Cup. Third place goes to the Champions Cup, like similar or before. So I guess there still is a third place match. And over the top. I don't know if I like the new Leagues Cup format. Playing forward, 20th minute. Playing forward is LAFC. Martinez plays forward. Cross in. That's out. Out for a goal kick. Just lets it roll. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. 20th minute, free kick. Playing forward, LAFC is still the much better team. Tillman through, cleared away by St. Louis. They're lucky they're not down 1 or 2 for that matter. 21st minute. Twenty-second minute. Well, I mean, like beef sausages Like, very super processed, yes. I mean, they're basically beef sausages. Very processed meat. Honestly, they never really talked about that on Unwrapped. Huh. Sadly enough, I can't check because I don't have HBO Max right now. So do that what you will. Well, the country, yeah, Germany, I think. Shot over the bar, yeah. That sounds good, Rory. Country, Germany. How they got the idea, I'm not sure. But then again, Vienna sausages could have been first. So, I don't know. Which those are really just smaller hot dogs. So maybe Austria? Well, Vienna's in Austria, actually. Wait. Vienna's in Austria. Blocked away. This isn't World War II anymore. Vienna's in Austria. Playing forward. Hartel loses the handle. Free kick. Or not. Advantage played. .24th minute. 0-0, 0-0. .25th minute. Well, it does speak German, that's true. But, well, again, World War II has something to do with that. 25th minute. Well, yeah, true, it does. I don't know. 25th minute. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Yeah, that works for me. That's a good one. That's the first one, I guess, that comes to mind. 26th minute. That sounds so 4chan. 4chan vibes. Poll vibes. Poll vibes. Bowley needs to go. They need to basically start over and burn it all down and start over at this point. But that's not possible. Okay, an actual striker. Cole Palmer playing the way he wants to play. A new manager that isn't a loser. And Todd Bowley needs to go if you want it to be easier. 27th minute. Playing forward. 28th minute. Okay. 28th minute. 0-0. Settle. Playing forward. Well, I guess that tells you that. Well, I mean, the positive part of that is that tells you that tells you that you are very attractive. That's the positive part of that. Take it that way, yeah. Be like, oh. Take it like, must be really attractive then. Yeah, like that's how you should take it. That's how you should take it. I don't see the harm. Does money buy everything? No, it doesn't. Happiness is when you are fulfilled in what your life is. Money doesn't buy happiness. That is a true statement. What happiness is you could be rich and you could be happy. I'm not saying you can't. You could also be poor and be happy, but you could be sad and depressed while you're rich. Socioeconomic status doesn't tell you whether you're happy or sad. It is what you experience as a person in your personal life that makes you happy. It's smelling the roses. It's making everything of every experience. That's what makes you happy. There are rich people who aren't happy because all they do is make the money and all they do is not cherish your experiences and try to do as much as you can with that money. There are poor people who are very happy because they know what they are and they know where they are and they make the most of their experiences. So again, yeah, money doesn't buy everything because it can't buy happiness. And if you say that's cliche, I don't care. I think that's a very good point to make. Who's winning? Nobody. It's tied. 1-0 Caps. Well, of course it is. 31st minute. So basically, money can buy a lot, but it doesn't buy happiness. What buys happiness is your experiences and cherishing your experiences. What about love? Well, money can buy love. Oh, for sure. Well, I don't know if it buys love, but it does buy companionship. You know what? Yeah, that's actually a good point. It doesn't buy love. If you think about love as the Disney fairy tale, if you think about love as whatever you're into being with you, then I guess it can. But if you think of love as a Disney fairy tale, true love, No, it does not buy true love. It can buy transactional love. By that I mean companionship. But it doesn't buy true love. Transactional, not true. And there is, and I will admit, and here comes Bouanga with a shot. Save by Lunt. And cleared away by St. Louis. Because there is, in this world, it's rare. It is very rare. But I do believe there is true love. It's very, very rare. But it's there. But money can't buy that. It buys companionship. If it buys anything. Money also doesn't buy heaven, by the way. 34th minute. You must be right with the Lord. That's what gets heaven. Be right with the Lord, then you'll be in. Well, it's worth a shot. It's not 100% certainty, but if you're right with the Lord, you'll most likely go to heaven. But money certainly doesn't buy you heaven either. What's the best MLS team? Right now, I guess Vancouver. I mean, it wouldn't shock me if that actually happened, but they'd actually be good. So glad we're getting them now. Or that just sounds like theology. You can't buy your way into heaven. You have to be connected with God. You have to be right with God. You have to pray to the Lord. You have to confess to the Lord. You have to repent to the Lord. Money has nothing to do with that. Whether you're a Catholic and you're in confession, you're sitting in the box and you're talking to your priest, or if you're just a Baptist and you're praying to the Lord on your knees before you go to sleep by your bed and you're repenting to the Lord. Money has nothing to do with that. Don't let Kenneth Copeland tell you, shot blocked away, tell you that you must pay for my mega church. That doesn't do it. So Jamie Vardy to MLS, I could see that. Money can buy health. Well, that's true. That is true. Money does buy health. Yes. Especially in the USA. But if you do take private health care in Canada, it is better health care. So I guess it still does. Even though you have free health care. No, because he's 28. So, no. I think San Diego's where it ends for him. Unless he goes back to Mexico at like his mid-30s. Which is possible. Wouldn't shock me. 0-0, 37th minute. Apple TV and 0-0, 37th minute. But LAFC's gotten close. It can. I would say it can. Now again, God takes your repenting, so be it. It could. Yeah, it could. In theory, yeah, it could. Some things just can't repent over, I would say, or not to a certain extent. I would say there are things that even if you do, like a mobster, so to speak. Like, look at The Sopranos, right? All Catholic. Because, right. I guarantee you, none of them. I know it's a kayfabe show, but just bear with me. I guarantee you, none of the Sopranos characters who died are in heaven. Now, James Gandolfini as a person, I'm sure he's in heaven because he was a damn good guy, especially for Hollywood. But James Gandolfini was a damn good guy. But the character Tony Soprano, probably in hell. The character Paulie Walnuts, probably in hell. The actual guy Tony Sirico, I don't know. He was actually mobbed up. Like, Paulie Walnuts really won the character. My point being is this, like, look at that. Because, I mean, like, motorcycle gang. Oh. Well, I guess if you're a monster, you can still repent then. Well, there you go. I guess, well, there you go. Even if you're a monster, you can still go to heaven, even if you murdered 5 people. As long as you repent. As long as, if you whack 5 people as a mobster, you can still go to heaven as long as you repent. If you go by Matthew 12:31-32 and Mark 3:29. Okay, there you go. Because unless you blaspheme the Lord while you're whacking the jackass that you're supposed to clip. Okay, so I guess, well, I actually put it like that. I guess most of the Sopranos characters are in heaven then. Well, there you go. And there you go. Well, shot save. Well, I mean, is that blasphemy against the Lord? I mean, does insider trading really hurt people? I don't know about that. Well, the UEFA Champions League final, Chelsea in the Europa Conference League, the UEFA finals I cover, CONCACAF Champions Cup, CONCACAF Central American Cup, Caribbean Cup, Liga MX sometimes. Of course, the hockey streams I've been doing during the playoffs. Sometimes I do college football, mostly SEC, Mississippi State, but there you go. College Football National Championship, NFL in January during the playoffs because I have to have some to do. World Juniors Final of Canada's there. But that's kind of like playoff hockey. I think I'll do the Hockey Olympics. I did the Olympics in football. Gold Cup, Club World Cup, actual World Cup, Intercontinental Cup. There's a lot of things I do. If I'm almost on here every damn day, what do you think? There's multiple things I do. So there you go. I'm not surprised at all. Playing forward, 42nd minute. I hate it, but it's true. TNT's given the Sportsnet feed. So it's funny because, oh wait, the Habs are actually a Canadian team. Well, there you go. Okay. 42nd minute. 42nd minute. Well, we sin, then we repent to the Lord. So, because we're not perfect people. So, in theory, you sin, then repent your sin. So it's still not, but I get where you're going with it. Well, I guess he wouldn't. Five-on-three penalty kill for the Habs. 44th minute. So, how fitting. A conclave's about to start. We've gone full theological. Wow. Corner. That is kind of crazy, though. I won't even lie. I won't even front. That is something. Corner, 44th minute. Cross in, punched away by Lunt. Free kick, 44. Getting to the 45th minute. Free kick, 45th minute. Header. Well, cleared away. Well, if I'm not going to watch SmackDown this week, there's no reason for me to watch Raw this week, yeah. And John Cena won't be on there, so maybe I could watch that movie Conclave tomorrow. '46th minute. One more minute to go. One more minute to go. Cleared away. $30. TNT's experiencing technical difficulties. That's what they're showing the Sportsnet feed. I understand that. 30 seconds. Well, they finally actually got to celebrate a title with their friends and fans and family. So I'd say, well, if 2020 didn't happen, it'd be the Barcelona comeback. But I think because of 2020, this is the better experience because they had a title. They never won one again after 2020 until now. And a year nobody really expected it to happen either. So, I think it's a better experience because of everything that led up to it. And that's halftime, 0-0. St. Louis is lucky they're not down. Sounds familiar. Halftime, 0-0. 0-0, medio tiempo. Can City do what the Blues did? Take initiative in the second half and win the game? We're going to find out. But all things considered, they should have been down. They should be down by now, and they're not. So we'll see with that. But we'll take a short break at the half, talk about the stats, get this one going. Sit tight. We will be back. Sit tight. I'll be back. We are back for the stats at the half. And here's what we got. 71% possession to 29% possession, 12 shots to 1, 4 shots on goal to 1, 374 accurate passes, 90% to 128, 77%, 4 fouls to 4, 2 corners to 0, 12 shots to 1, 4 shots off target to 0, 4 shots on goal to 1, 417 pass to 166, 90% pass accuracy to 77% pass accuracy. I have 9 throws to 7, 0 offside to 1, 0 yellow cards, 0, 0 red cards, 0, 0-0, settle, middle tiempo. I will say this much. St. Louis has been very sloppy, but even LAFC has been very sloppy. It's been very sloppy at both ends, but LAFC has dominated the game. St. Louis is very lucky not to be down. And if this game ends up 0-0, I ain't reviewing it. I won't put out a review. There's no reason for me to make a video because all I could say is that same sentence. But we'll see how this plays out. I don't think this will turn into an exciting 0-0 draw. So, if it stays a 0-0 draw, I've already done enough content this weekend. Do with that what you will. Slavkovsky 1-1. Good for them. Tie for the Habs. But we'll see how this game goes. If there's more than that, if we get more, if we get a win or a scoring draw, then I'll make a video. But so be it. No. No, I don't. We'll see how this second half goes. I've never even heard about that before. To be real, I've never even heard about that before. The only time I've ran is on a track during gym class. Well, treadmills too, but the only time I've ran is to exercise. Whether it's on a track, treadmill, whether it was a gym class thing or I chose to. Here we go. Second half about to start. Here we go. Here we go. 45 more minutes. Pompeu coming on for St. Louis. Here we go. Guess the footballer. Italy, Canada. Javinka. Wait. No, Saudi Arabia be on there. Damn it. Pompeu want De Vaio? Marco De Vaio? I mean, Seba, in theory, you would think, because he played for 3 Italian clubs. Or is it? No. Is it Insigne? There's no way he played for 3 Italian clubs. I thought it was just Pescara, Napoli. Is it him? Napoli, Cavese. Well, he played for 4. And then Toronto, so gotcha. Comes the second half. And we're off. Another 45 minutes. Federico Bernardeschi. Thinking of Insigne and Javinko. Wrong Italian guy. Got it. Right club. Wrong Italian guy. Got it. Good. Fiorentina, Juventus. I was thinking, well, Fiorentina, Juventus, Toronto. Where else? Right club. Wrong Italian guy. Twice. The Saudi, that was thinking Saudi, and then because Seba went to Saudi, and then I wish Insigne went to Saudi. Cross in. Header. Down. Saved by Lloris. Playing forward. 47th minute. Plays forward. I mean, Miami's still Miami. So I understand it. Free kick for LAFC yellow card to St. Louis. Bouanga goes down. He did get stomped on top of the foot, so even if he did sort of dive. "48th minute. Guess the footballer. Mexico, Saudi Arabia. It has to be Julian Quinones, right? Who else would it be? Julian Quinones. Right? It's gotta be. Like, I'm not even second guessing that one. Julian Quinones. It's gotta be. I can't think of another Mexican player who's played in Saudi Arabia who that would be his most recent club. Yeah, it's Quinones. That's my guess. It has to be Quinones. Lunt. Top of the box. Tillman. Julian Quinones used to play for Tigres, though. That's the funny part. That's the funny part. He used to play for Tigres. I think he was there when they were in the CCL in 2018 when they played Toronto. I think he was there then. Well, of course, Luis was still there as well. Tigres on loan. Or no, was it? It was the Campeones Cup. He was there for the Campeones Cup. Yeah, that's why. Playing forward. He was at Lobos during that Champions Cup, but he was at Tigres for the Campeones Cup. I remember that. Yeah, that was a bad one. They got bombed. Well, that's a bad way to say it. They got beat up. I watched part of that game. Honestly, no. All of it, really. No, they got their asses kicked. Yeah, no, that was I expected better after that overtime, that double overtime. I expected better. I know Carolina's the better team, but I was like, huh. At home, no less. Okay. All right. But yeah, it was Tigres, Venados, Lobos, Alas, America, Alcacia for Quinones. Used to play for Tigres. Guess the footballer. Portugal, England, Spain, Italy, England. It's got to be Cristiano Ronaldo. United, so Sporting Clube de Portugal, United, Madrid, Juventus, United, Al Nassr. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. Here's a shot. Goal! Cedric Toikert scores for St. Louis. Oh, my word. Out of nowhere. Against the run of play. It's 1-0 St. Louis. Cedric Toikert with a tap in. Wow. Wow. 52nd minute over the top. Played on. Toikert gets the bounce where Klaus didn't get it. Oh, I don't think it hit his hand. Toikert beats Holling's head and boom. Just past Lloris. It's St. Louis has the lead. See if they check it. 52nd minute. Crossed by Horn to Cedric Toykert. St. Louis has the lead, so I guess there will be a review tonight. There you go. There will be a review tonight because they scored. Lucky for St. Louis. St. Louis, again, out of nowhere scoring. Sounds like the Blues today. So it looks like St. Louis Sunday, we still have about 37 minutes, but St. Louis Sunday looks like a really good Sunday. Let's put it like that. That sounds cool. Cool. I say Guatemala has a better chance of winning. Buanga, oh Lord, that was horrible. Kick the ball. '54th minute. '54th minute. Yes, the player, hint, not good anymore, still kind of young. It's not Timo Werner, right? Brandt didn't go to England. It's not Sancho. I think that's Austria, Germany, England. Not good anymore. Still kind of young. But then again, there'd still be more English flags because of Chelsea and then Tottenham. Timo Werner, I think he got his start. Holland? But he started in Molde, didn't he? Holland or Werner? Caulfield 2-1. Habs lead. Italy, England. There'd be more Italian flags if it was Antonio Conte. Way more Italian flags if it was Claudio Ranieri. Ooh. Enzo Maresca. It's Enzo, isn't it? It's that fraud, isn't it? It's Enzo Maresca because Parma, Leicester, Chelsea. Oh, God. It's that fraud. It's that fraud Maresca, isn't it? Forgot Molde. There you go. '56th minute. And by the way, he was never good. Erling Haaland was never good. He just scored a lot of goals. He is a League One level player, and he's finally been found out. He is a system. He is a system striker. He is a system baby. He is a fraud. He was never good in the first place. He just has a really good scoring touch. If you took that away from him, he'd be nobody. If you took away Erling Haaland's scoring touch, he'd be a nobody. He'd be a nobody. So he was never good in the first place. Exactly. That's Arsenal for you. Germany, USA, USA, huh? Okay. Germany, USA, USA. Trying to think of MLS coaches who've coached in Germany, who've coached 2 US clubs. It's gotta be. He coached the Lights. He coached Stuttgart as an assistant. It's not Sharundalo. It's not Sharundalo. Could it be? No, it can't be Melberg, can it? Yeah, those ain't German teams, that's for sure. Playing forward. I know Sharundalo played in Germany. Assistant for Stuttgart. Coached the Lights. Coached LAFC. Coaching career. Sharundalo. Oh, it is. Okay, there you go. I guess there's more than just VfB Stuttgart. So it is Sharundalo. Yeah, I thought that was the right call. I was like, it's got to be Sharundalo, right? Certainly probably have another German club do his CV after this is over because, well, he's going back. So, yeah, Sharundalo. Habs lead after 2. Good. Like, that's the only guy that made any sense. I won't even lie. It's the only one that made any sense. But we'll see. Playing forward. '60th minute. Plays forward. Top of the box. Hartel. Shot. Wide. Nationality, Dutch. Best achievement, Premier League. Played for only 3 clubs. It's not the best achievement Premier League thing is kind of like, okay, it's not Van Dijk. Damn it. Who's the guy? Robin Van Persie. Robin Van Persie. Yeah, there we go. Playing forward. St. Louis shot over the bar by João Klaus. St. Louis is trying to put this one away. Van Persie. Because, I mean, the Champions League and Club World Cup are bigger than the Prem, in my opinion. So, Van Persie. PSV. Arsenal. Man United. Three clubs. So it was Van Dijk. Damn it, if you said Champions League, I would have said Van Dijk. But you didn't. So, as I said. Oh. Carlo Ancelotti. Carlo. Chelsea. His Italian clubs, Chelsea. French club, I think it was PSG. Madrid, Bayern, Italy. He coached at Napoli. Everton, Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti. Don Carlo. You should know the Dutch, guys. You're Dutch. 63rd minute. That's how boring this game is. Even though St. Louis won, well, I don't know. This may be 1-1. Cross in. Girault! Wide. I don't know. Even this 1-0. Doesn't seem like there's much for me to review. If LAFC ties it or they come back to win, I'll review this game. Even a 1-0 St. Louis win isn't really reviewable. There isn't much to say, but they finally got a goal against the run of play, but it was a really sloppy game. There ain't much to say. I'll just leave this as it is. If LAFC tie or win, or St. Louis score a second, then we'll review this game. But right now, I don't think there's enough for an RSR that's long enough to be more than a freaking YouTube short. And frankly, I've done enough content this weekend. I don't feel like doing a YouTube short for a review. So, that's on me, though. So, LAFC needs to score one to tie or win, or St. Louis needs to score a second to get a full review. I think that makes more sense, because that's how boring this game is. We're doing the guess the player game. We're doing the guess the player game. That's how boring this game is. And how sloppy it is. So that's simple. Guess the player. Italy, 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 USA. Well, no, Grello played in England, so that doesn't. No, he's Spanish. He's Spanish. Shot, save. Be an Italian player. Pirlo? Andrea Pirlo, yes. Pirlo never played in England. Andrea Pirlo. That's my guess. If he played for NYCFC, there's my guess. John Drone Boy Herdman. There you go. Plays forward. Plays for a team you like. Well, it's got to be St. Louis then, because it ain't Toronto. Saved. Because Giovinco didn't play for that many Italian clubs. Toronto's Canadian. Insigne didn't play for that many Italian clubs. Canadian team. Bernardeschi the same. So it's got to be St. Louis then. There's so many Germans. The problem is there's so many Germans in this team. So many Germans. Free kick. Actually fact-checked all the teams this time. He plays for a Canadian team. Hold on. Let me count. Let me count the amount of flags, too, because there we go. Okay, first of all, it should have been a Canadian flag, not a U.S. flag. Just because it's an MLS doesn't mean it's U.S. Don't do that shit. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Italian teams. Napoli, Gavese, Foggia, Pescara. That's 4. If you count the Italy U20, U21, and Italy national team, there's 7. But still, the U.S. flag is the wrong flag. Even if you count the national teams, it should be the Canadian flag. That's how you got me. Counting leaving and rejoining. Again, okay, even if you do that, Toronto's still a Canadian team. You put the U.S. flag there. Are you Donald Trump? Do you want Canada to be the 51st state? Do you not know what elbows up means? Do you want Canada to be the 51st state? Because I was thinking MLS. Yeah, Toronto's a Canadian team. Unless Canada becomes the 51st state, Toronto FC is a Canadian team, even if they are in an American league. Be right. Fair enough, but right now you are wrong. If Donald Trump gets what he wants, you'll be right. But right now you're not. Simon Betcher about to come on and Joyner about to come on for St. Louis. Don't you know the words elbows up? There's a reason Pierre Poilievre's about to lose tomorrow. I'm not saying I'm happy about it. I'm not, but the only reason Pierre Poilievre is losing tomorrow is because of a certain jackass in Washington. Because of a certain jackass in Washington having to run his mouth. '69th minute. So do that what you will. Shot, goal! LAFC ties it up. Denny Bouanga. Damn it, St. Louis. Denny Bouanga ties it up. 70th minute. LA finally got their goal. Denny Bouanga. He's onside as the ball's kicked. I don't know. Maybe he's not. But Tillman crosses it in. Nope. Cengiz Under crosses it in. Looks like Bouanga's onside. We're going to see if that changes. I honestly kind of hope it does. Boom. Taps it in past Lunt. '71st minute. Denny Bouanga. And they will kick it off. So it is a goal. Yay, you get a review. Ugh. '72nd minute. 71st, honestly. 1-1. That was bound to happen. Yep. Shot wide. I have no idea. I have zero idea. That's I waved the white flag. I have no idea. None. 72nd minute. Playing forward. LAFC goes down. Bouanga, no penalty. Oh, it is. Penalty. Penalty for LAFC. Plays for the Canadian men's national team. Oh, Borjan. Borjan. Has to be. Borjan. So can we say Vela's retired? I say yes. Yarrow gives up the penalty to Bouanga. That is a total. It's got to be. Red Star, Bratislava. It's got to be, right? Turkey. Yeah, it's got to be Borjan. France, England, USA. Well, no, Zlatan should have some Spains there and Italy's. Wouldn't be Griezmann. Henry. Thierry Henry. No. Barca would be there. Shit. No, it wouldn't be Thierry Henry. French. Giroud would have Spain. Giroud would have Italy. That's a problem. French players. Penalty for Bouanga. Shot saved by Lunt. I can't believe that happened, but he saved it. Oh, Lloris. He's in this game. Hugo Lloris. That was okay. That was bad. That was bad that it took that long. He's playing in this damn game. Well, you know what? He hadn't had to do much anyway. So, I mean, have we really watched him? I mean, not really. I wouldn't say we have tonight. He's barely done anything. So, it's not like he's been making save after save. He got scored on once. Ben Lunt's done more work than Hugo Lloris. Not that, well, that's obvious. LAFC's done a lot more. Easier ones. Spain, France, USA. Spain, France, USA. Spain, France, USA. That ain't Giroud. That ain't Griezmann either. Spain, France. Oh, Messi. Well, no, Argentina. Well, no, he was from Barca's. Yeah, it's Messi. That should have been a lot quicker than it was. Shot. Nothing there. Corner. Messi. I was thinking Newell's is his academy. That's what got me. I was like, wait. He never played at Newell's. He started at Barca. Like, his pro debut was Barca. Newell's was just his academy. He hasn't gone back yet either. So that one's on me. I won't even lie. That one's on me. Be so much better if MLS could just let stuff like that happen. Then I realized, oh yeah. He went to La Masia, started at Barca, and then so on and so forth. So there you go. Yeah. I was like, wait. Then I realized what mistake I was making. I was like, whoa. 78th minute. It should have been quicker. It should have, though. The fact it took as long as it did was kind of a fail. I won't even lie. I won't even front. That was a fail. That was an absolute fail. I won't even lie. Free kick. Hartel standing over it. 78th minute. Hartel cross in. Nobody there for it. Guess the player. England, Scotland, England, Switzerland, England, England. No. Switzerland. No, it's not. No. Who the hell? Gaza? Paul Gascoigne? I know Paul Gascoigne played in Scotland. I know that much, and he's English, so it's got to be Gaza, right? That's the only thing that makes sense to me. Plays for Canada. Oh, Liam Miller. Liam Miller played in Scotland. Yeah, Liam Miller. I don't think about him, as you can tell. I don't really think about him. I don't really think about his sorry ass. I didn't know he played in Switzerland either. I missed that. I knew he played in Scotland. He started at Liverpool. Yeah. Well, no. Wait, no, West Ham would be on there. He is retired. England, USA. There'd be another USA flag if it was, well, actually two if it was Bradley Wright Phillips. There'd be 3 English flags if it was Frank Lampard. Tim Howard. No, he played in MLS before he went to Europe, I think. Was just USA legend. But then again, there's Memphis 901, though. Tim Howard? Retired Tim Howard. Tim Howard. That's my best guess. Everton United, Colorado. He was honestly a player, owner, manager for Memphis 901, but he was semi-retired then. So if you want to count that. Coaching the USA, by the way. Well, he did technically coach as well, so that doesn't help me at all. 81st minute. England, USA. It ain't Robbie Keane. I don't think he coached. At least not MLS team. Did he coach the USL? I mean, that coaching line still makes me think Tim Howard, because he did technically coach Memphis 901. Mexico, England, Spain, Germany, England, Spain, USA. Chicharito. Chivas, United, Real Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, West Ham, Sevilla, Galaxy, Chivas. Chicharito. Teams in the Eastern Conference. Ooh. Marlon off for Segura. Berhalter, no. Fraser? No. Pareja? Obviously not. Mascherano? Obviously not. Dean Smith? No. BJ Callahan? No. Whoever the hell Montreal has their manager? No. Wilfred Nancy? No. Noonan? Maybe. Sandro Schwartz? Probably not. St. Louis playing with 10 men. No, they're not. Oh, they are, actually. Morales just got sent off. Okay, there you go. St. Louis are down to 10 if LAFC doesn't come back. He doesn't anymore. Caleb Porter? No. It's got to be Noonan, right? Guest player, Canada, Canada, Germany, Germany. Well, no, it's not Davies. Canada, Canada, Germany, Germany. Well, one Hargreaves. There were no... I mean, Davies never went on loan. From either Vancouver or Bayern Munich. Atiba played in Turkey. De Guzman? Shot save. It's Davies. It is Davies. Huh. Wayne Rooney. Oh. Everton, Man United, DC United. He used to coach in MLS. Yeah, Wayne Rooney. Well, there you go. Yeah, but... So I guess what? Davies playing for Bayern's second team? That counts? I mean, that's still Bayern. And pro career, Edmonton Strikers doesn't... Well, if that's where you want to go with it. I mean, really, it should just be Canada and Germany. One Canada, one Germany. Really. If you want to count Bayern B, 2 Germany, 1 Canada. But, okay. 86 minute. I think we got to flesh out the rules for this stuff. If we're going to play this game, we got to flesh out the rules. Only pro career. No testimonials. No bullshit. Somebody throws up a YouTube freaking... After that, somebody throws up a YouTube freaking emoji for Pochettino's YouTube All-Stars match. Shot over the bar. Punched away, 87th minute. Playing forward, 87th minute corner. Retired plays hockey. Edmonton, LA Kings, St. Louis. It's Wayne Gretzky. That is the easiest. Wayne Gretzky. come on. '88th minute. Substitution for LA. Igor Jesus off and Aaron Long are off. Oh. Mexico, USA, Spain, Spain, Mexico, Spain, Mexico, Austria, USA, Mexico, Spain. No, that wouldn't be. No. Wouldn't be. Would it be? No. It's that damn Austria flag that's damn. It's not. No. Played a long time with Barca, so. 89th minute. Header. Punched away. Oh, header down. Shot off the line. Handball in. It's a goal for St. Louis. Oh, my God. Betcher with a tap in. It's 2-1 St. Louis. France, 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 USA. (2-1) St. Louis. I have no idea. All those French flags. Betcher taps in the rebound. Lord have mercy. Onside. I don't know if that's going to stand. I guess it doesn't. Off the hand. That went off his hand. That went off Tafari's hand. That should at least be a penalty. You're crazy. Hugo Sanchez. Stallings. Denny Bouanga. Oh, damn. He played that many French teams? Suarez. That wasn't hard. Shouldn't have thrown the Ghana hint. Like, come on. 1-2. Like, it is 1-2. Nilsson with a tap in. So it is St. Louis's goal. So it is a St. Louis goal. Joakim Nilsson. I guess it is. Fair. Okay. Alonso Coelho. I would have said, well, when Julian Quinones was in Liga MX, I would have said he was. He should just have not went to Saudi. That was stupid. It was dumb. It was dumb. Yakety sacks. Betcher. I mean, it went off Nilsson's side. Lord, I can't figure this out. Header, punched away. Betcher heads it. It didn't hit his hand. I don't think it did. Off Nilsson. Off the back of Ordaz into the net. Oh, my God. I don't see why this wouldn't stand. Brazil. Spain, France, Brazil. Well, 1-2. It is a goal. St. Louis gets it. Stoppage time. How much? I mean, the only player I could think of is, well, technically, well, he is. Did this player play for Prison FC? That's the only player I could think of. 6 minutes of stoppage time. If he didn't play for Prison FC, I have no idea who it is. If he did play for Prison FC, well, okay, we know who it is. 93rd minute. Thomas Ostrak. Yeah, well, I don't believe that either. St. Louis has a 2-0 or 2-1 lead. Okay, now I can review the game. I don't feel so bad about it. Didn't go to prison. I have no idea then. Thomas Ostrak goal. Yeah, that didn't come off of him. 89th minute is what they say. But St. Louis does get the goal. 1-2. I'll take it. It's a weird win, but I'll take it. The two Brazil teams are the same. Teams are the same. If it's Ronaldinho, the problem is he played in Mexico. He played for Querétaro, so if it's Ronaldinho. So he played in France. He played in Spain. He played in Italy, so it's not Ronaldinho, so that's out of there anyway. Yeah, I have no idea. I can't. No. No. Think Jogo Bonito. No, it's not. No, it's not. He played Italy. Jogo Bonito. Jogo Bonito. Shit. France, Spain, Brazil, Brazil. No, Pele never left, didn't he? No. 94th minute. I'm stumped. I've been stumped. I've been stumped. I've been stumped. Own goal by Nathan Ordaz. That makes way more sense. Makes way more sense. Shot, goal! Goal for LAFC! Bouanga ties it up! Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Well, this game does deserve a review now. Holy crap. Neymar. Yeah, Al Hilal. There you go. Cengiz Under with another assist. Bouanga makes a run. Sits down. Yaro takes a shot. Boom. I mean, you can't take that away. That's an amazing goal. Denny Bouanga again. Well, thank God this game turned nuts. +90 5. Two to two. Plays forward. Goes down in the box. No penalty. What? No. Shot cross blocked away. Italy, England, Italy, England, England, or Italy. France, France. Italy, Italy. Balotelli. Balotelli. Balotelli, yes. Mario Balotelli. St. Louis. Jersey Devils, St. Louis retired. Shit. 97th minute. Oof. No, he played for more teams than that. No. Shot over the bar. Played for more teams than those two. He played for Detroit. No, he didn't. Retired. New Jersey, St. Louis, retired. Keith Kachuk played for the Ducks, didn't he? So, no, it's not Keith Kachuk. Hint, won Olympics 2002, 2010. '98th minute, full time, 2-2. It's not Kachuk. It's not Kachuk. He's USA as well, so yeah, he didn't win gold. It's like my name. His name's on the tip of my tongue. Brodeur. I said Brodeur. Brodeur did play for the Blues. I did throw Brodeur's name out. Yeah, he did play. Well, he did play for the Blues. It's like Marty Brodeur, huh? It must have been a really short time because I barely remember it. It must have been a backup, too. I barely remember that. Holy shit. Now, that feels, but it feels. With that being said, a 2-2 draw. A 2-2 draw after 90. This game does deserve a review now, which is funny. So, we got a 2-2 draw between St. Louis and LAFC. I'll take it. Wild ending, though. With that being said, if you like this stream, like and share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification while subscribe. Send some chats on live streams. Comment on this video. Put us in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I'll see you within the hour for the review of this match, and it finally deserved one. I'll tell you that much. There you go. So with that being said, I'll see you later. I'm Ryan, and I'm out. Peace. See ya. 2-2. Dos a dos.